the data on vaccine effectiveness, the science on their ability to protect against circulating variants, and our growing understanding of the low risk of transmission to others, combined with universal access to vaccines for those 12 and older, today, CDC is updating our guidance for fully vaccinated people. Anyone who is fully vaccinated can participate in indoor and outdoor activities, large or small, without wearing a mask or physical distancing.
CDC Director Rochelle Walensky announcing the latest update on masking guidance for vaccinated Americans. The announcement comes as pressure mounted on the agency for quite some time to justify its increasingly absurd guidance. The pressure isn't just coming from the right anymore. Over the past several weeks, now many on the left have appeared more willing to openly question both Joe Biden's continued insistence on outdoor masking and just the CDC's credibility itself. So is reality finally dawning on the lockdown left? A closer look in tonight's Buck Brief. Oh, my friends, we're almost through the madness. Now understand that there are still plenty of people out there who really believe that this needs to continue on, and the mask for them has become something of a security blanket. They don't want to give it up. That the mask keeps them safe. They believe this. They were told this. No, it turns out that there's now not any reasonable grounds whatsoever, especially considering the CDC has already admitted this, but this has been clear for months now, to force vaccinated people to continue to wear a mask. And also, this was an enormous blunder from a public messaging perspective, because as a result of the Biden administration's keep living your life in fear even when you're vaccinated campaign, a lot of people were saying rationally, reasonably, okay, well, why am I going to get the vaccine then? So finally, they had to bow a little bit to reality. And it's not just the CDC and the Biden administration. Remember Governor Lockdown himself in California, Newsom? You know, the guy who banned outdoor dining. That's right. You couldn't eat outside at a restaurant. Full, free, flowing air. Nope, not allowed. Unless you're Gavin Newsom. Then you go to French Laundry, one of the most expensive restaurants in the country, and you're with a dozen friends. You're indoors, no masks. Rules are for peasants. Well, Gavin Newsom's found out that the peasants have grabbed the pitchforks and the torches, and they are coming for his governorship. They've decided that enough is enough, and he now faces a recall effort. So what's he doing in response? This.
We will be updating our mask guidelines. Outdoor masking, if we reach that threshold where we hope to be, will be substantially, in fact, will be eliminated, those mandates. There'll be guidelines and recommendations, but for indoor activities, we will still have likely some mask guidelines and mandates, but we hope sooner than later that those will be lifted as well. But the bottom line is we'll go back to most broad strokes, a semblance of normalcy if we continue down this path.
If we continue down this path, we'll see if he actually allows us to. You never know when these lockdowns. Can you just feel the release of the crazy now? It took them months longer than it should have, many months longer than it should have, but yes, they finally understand, okay, if you're vaccinated, it's unreasonable to expect people who are vaccinated to still live their lives as though they are at substantial threat from COVID.